everybody, it's your girl Tara, and welcome to Well of Spirits. This is a D&D campaign that I'm a part of. I'm excited to share it with y'all, so let's go and get to it. Remember, if you like this video at any time, go ahead and hit the like button, comment below any crazy D&D stories that you might have, and subscribe if you haven't, because we do a lot of roleplay games, a lot of D&D on the channel, and let's get to it.
Just look at everything I'll show ya. And now I'm ready, I'ma blow up.
The road. You've been on this road for a while now. You've been following a sensation, one that you're simultaneously used to, and one that you don't think you'll ever truly get used to. A crooning embrace of warmth and tender love that seems to call you forth, telling you to go somewhere. You read it as a sign from your god. And it's been telling you one thing for the past 3 days that you've been traveling.
What is that
The
thing?
capital something.
And I'm
is about.
thinking, what is there? What could be there that is so important? Guess there's only one way to find out. Going there myself.
Something is happening in the capital city. You ask and you ask what truly is going on. There is no answer. You've never really gotten an answer before, but it doesn't hurt to ask. When you finally see it, the first tower of the capital city, large, grand, almost Gothic-style architecture on the older parts of it, but now a more Renaissance style of architecture. There's guards sitting on the walls, pole arms in hands, and a few slots, which imagine were originally for bows, but have since been used for muskets.
Wait, there are guns in this world?
Yes. I thought I made that clear. My apologies. Yes. There are basic matchlocks and pistols in this world. And for those who are unaware, matchlocks are the very early progenitor of the musket. They are lit by a match inside of a hammer, but it's not really a hammer because it doesn't strike anything, it just presses down. They're unwieldy, they're hard to hold, and they explode in your hands if you aren't careful. They suck a lot, but
With
they
infinite
hurt.
recoil.
Yes, but they hurt. They hurt to be hit by, and they hurt to fire. Now, the pistols, on the other hand, they're a bit more... This has been technology for a while that people have had, so they're a bit more wieldly. They just don't pack nearly as much punch. Not that you really need much, because infection is always a risk. But as you crest over the horizon, you see this large city, larger than any city you've seen before, mind you. You get an overwhelming sense of that feeling, this grand, bright feeling. And a hint of disgust, contempt, and a hint of another feeling, something you've never really felt, something dark, something that isn't normal. Rather than the beckoning call, it's a dissuading finger. It's not a sensation, and it's directing you past the gates, past the main gate, the main city, towards the main kingdom. It is directing you into the slums of the city.
Into the ghettos, basically.
An area not as well managed, an area that honestly doesn't look all that inviting. But there's that new sensation. Planning on following the good sensation, or
A mix of both. This world is really messed up.
so you're gonna follow it into the main area, but off the beaten brick road a little bit? Okay. As you step up to the primary gate, in your garb, one of the soldiers looks up at you, dips his head and does a religious symbol, cross against his chest, in a sense, some form of odd movement, and he whispers something, and he nods as you pass. You're used to this by now. Religious figures aren't usually harassed by guards, because no one really knows much other than the fact that demons exist, so there has to be some kind of god to protect them, right? So, you're in the city, the main path, and as you stated, you're planning on going off the beaten path a little bit, following this odd sensation, and it's like a bite. It's like biting into something bitter.
So it's a bad sensation.
It's not necessarily great.
Mm-hmm.
Though in these slums you see what you would expect in a large kingdom slums. The lower people are truly the backbone of the society, and in this case, they're a very beaten backbone. People are sick. There's men lining the streets, the outer ring of the city in a way, and accosting people. You see tax collectors banging on doors. You know, not exactly the grand, gracious area of the main area, the main city. As you walk through, a man staggers out of his house in the direction of a tax guard, and he sees you, and he falls to the floor, and he goes, "Father, Father, protect us, Father." Father, there are demons in this world.
I'm willing to do anything for you.
Father, the tax collectors, they're harsh.
I turn my eyes toward the tax collectors, and I say, does God really want you here?
The order of the king, yes. And the king is the chosen of the gods, right, Father? He kind of, in a way, puts his hand on the hilt of his blade in a threatening manner.
Okay. Alright, very well then. I raise my maul.
Mhm.
It is no strip mall, nor is it an outlet mall. It is a killing mall. Also, it is certainly not a Darth Maul. Otherwise, it would be a double-bladed sword.
You see the tax collector kind of recoils a bit, and he goes, "A holy figure threatens me. Do you know where you are? Who I serve?"
I know I'm in some sort of capital city, and I assume you serve some sort of tyrant?
Okay. Alright. Father, I'm gonna have to turn you over to my boys. I'm sorry. He laughs at you. You really don't understand where you are, right?
Enlighten me.
This is ours. This is our area. This is
Your area?
Well, yes. This is my job. I'm doing my job. These people that you're helping, they haven't paid up in ages.
That's because they have nothing to pay up with.
We give them jobs. Everyone in the city
You don't pay them
has
enough.
a tax.
But you don't
Listen, Father,
compensate.
I'm not here to argue ethics or monetary policy here. If you have an issue, you can take it up, I don't know, with the tax officers. Speaking of, if you don't leave now, I'm gonna have to force you. I don't know what to say.
Well, I guess Let's see. How about you tell your king that he has that he had better watch his back, or something like that. I'm trying to sample.
You're making a start against the monarchy. Okay. Alright. Father, I don't know what small town you've come from, but this is not your place.
Nor is it yours.
I'm gonna have you follow my men here. They'll take you up to the church. You can talk to them there. Pray for the sinners there, Father. Not here. With that, he kind of backends and two soldiers with pikes step forward, and they kind of go to grab you by the arm, guide you away.
Can I make some sort of saving throw?
Like how are you trying to resist?
So you say they grab me?
Yeah, they're trying to like guide you. It's not really like a forceful grab. It's more like a bouncer trying to politely guide you out of the way. Because these people don't really want to hurt you. They just kind of want you out of there.
The thing is, I'd be inclined to take on the tax collector, but then I'd be left with the guards. I'd be inclined to take on the guards, but I really don't like the tax collector.
Ah, yes. The polite.
You say he's polite?
Well, no, I say the plight. I would say that as you look around, kind of considering your options, you also kind of notice the fact that this is the outer ring. It's kind of up against the wall, and your noise, or you breaking the norm, has certainly attracted the eyes of a few of the perimeter guard.
I'll simply politely say no.
Yeah, that's fine. The guards kind of look at you funny. Father, this isn't wise.
I don't think you are either.
Damn.
You know what? Let's change that. They say this isn't wise. I say, I agree. What you're doing isn't wise.
The comebacks. The tax collector kind of rubs his eyes. All right. Listen. What can I do to make you leave?
Okay, here are my terms. Lower your taxes on these innocent people. Either that or give them more high-paying jobs.
I can't control this kind of thing. This isn't
Then
my jurisdiction.
Okay. Then take me to the man who can, and let me reason with him.
Father, I mean, this is certainly something. I mean, this is the first time I've been yelled at by a holy figure. Other than, like, taking an extra communion wafer. This is something else. He kind of, like, shifts. Alright, I can direct you to the head office. I don't think you're gonna get much done, but, I mean, there's the partitioners, I guess.
Is the partitioner who is in charge of taxes?
Yeah, I mean, the king is in charge of taxes. Like, he has the final say. I don't really know how you expect to do much here, but I mean, you're welcome to try. It's up the road, down the little street there by the tavern in the inner city, the inner ring, round the magistrate offices.
Okay, thank you. I will spare you.
snorts.
No, sorry. She will spare you.
Okay.
So I go
Not
off
exactly
to...
sure. All right. Yeah. So you're gonna head towards the magistrate offices.
Yeah. First, I
Right.
approach them with peace.
So you enter. You follow the kind of awful directions. Really, I think you kind of lost at words from the display that was in front of him. But you eventually find it. It's this large, ornate building next to the this large council building, just kind of smashed together in a sense. And as you step in, you notice these people in these red, kind of imperialistic looking outfits or uniforms.
You guys are gilded.
Yes, sir. We're the Magistrate Partitioners.
Okay, I have but one simple request. Could you, either... You have two options. Actually, three. One, lower taxes. Two, pay people more for their jobs. Or three, face the wrath of the White Lady.
His eyes kind of he kind of looks at you for a moment. Okay. I mean, if you don't mind joining me for a second.
What? I'm sorry.
I think you. There's someone I'd like you to speak with, if you don't mind.
Can I roll for insight?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because he seems pretty suspicious. Whew!
What'd you get?
21.
Nice. This guy is a little, I wouldn't say stunned, but you clearly said something that most people would not know about. And he is trying to get you somewhere. It's probably, yeah, he's definitely not telling the whole truth.
Okay, you know what? You're not lying. I reverse my thing. You're just not telling the whole truth.
I mean, suppose. Would you like to come back to speak with our headmaster?
Headmaster, where are you? Some sort of... Are you in school? Because this is where some...
Yeah, it's considered headmaster of the organization. He does teach some students, but we just call him the headmaster. It's his title. Kind of shrug. I mean, listen, what you're trying to ask me to do, I can't do. The taxes are high. They're supposed to be high. We have to have them high. If we dropped them, important facilities would die.
Important. Huh.
Yes, important facilities. Facilities that control the whole city, that are important things. He's still just trying to get you talk, but the important facilities he's talking about, he's clearly talking about the magistrate.
Listen, buddy, when I hear important facilities, the way you said it just left a bad taste in my mouth. I don't know if it's greed or what, but something's odd.
Sir, can you speak to the headmaster? I really can't discuss things here. And there's some questions I'd like to ask you.
Fine.
Cool.
Don't ask me, ask the White Lady. And, I seriously hope your headmaster will be more reasonable than you. Alright, I'd like to go to the headmaster.
He kind of, the attendant kind of steps away from his post and guides you. You notice on him there are a lot of, rings. like an exorbitant amount of rings on this man's fingers and around like a big brooch around his neck.
Did you buy those with taxpayer money?
Yes, they're funded by my office.
I'll keep that in mind.
Of course. He guides you into the main room. And if you thought this guy was exorbitant and decked out, the headmaster, who is currently in a lesson, I would say, with a bunch of younger individuals. He is.
God, I don't recall this place being Strixhaven.
It is.
I'd say Hogwarts, but you know.
He is coated in jewelry, all of which buzz, you notice, with a familiar energy. In fact, that
familiar.
You probably have one of your own. Spirit rings.
So that means I have one of my own?
You should have a positive, yes.
So he is positive and I have positive?
He is not positive. He doesn't have
he's
a
negative
spirit, but he, no, he's just, he's got a whole decked out. You can't really tell exactly what it is, but you get the semblance of probably some more earthly elements.
So he has earth spirits.
Potentially, things like that. Earth, wind, fire, the whole shebang. He's got a lot. And some particularly large ones.
Right.
So you at this point you've just stepped into the den of a bunch of spellcasters.
Alright. Can I make a stealth roll?
For what?
Because I'm going into a place with a bunch of other spellcasters.
So you're trying to kind of hide your energy?
Yeah.
Sure, go for it.
Alright. Damn it!
What'd you get?
I'm rolling with disadvantage because, okay, can we just scrap this roll because I'm not sure I'm wearing heavy armor. I'm not sure I should be wearing heavy armor. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be proficient in it.
The 9's still the first roll on that one, so that's the... Even without disadvantage, you would have gotten a 9.
Alright, well, either way, 9 it
that's
is.
That doesn't make sense. Could you say that again?
So...
you see, Roll20 auto-rolled twice. You see the first roll got was a 9, the second roll got was a 20. You got the 9 because it's advantage, but either way, without disadvantage, you would have just rolled once, and 9's the first roll, so you would have gotten a 9.
But you're saying even without disadvantage I'd have gotten a 9? That doesn't make any sense. Because that was the first one?
That was the first one.
Yeah, you've rolled twice. The 9 is the first roll.
So I just rolled with disadvantage?
So regardless of if you had disadvantage or not, the 9 is what we would have taken.
So, I'm fucked.
Yes, basically. So you step forward, and
it makes too much of a sound.
The partitioner kind of beckons over the Grandmaster, and the Grandmaster steps over, stops, and goes, "Okay. Why are you here?"
I just wanted to give you a little who wants to be a millionaire question. Choose carefully. I'm going to give you 4 options. A. Lower your taxes. B. Let the people get more for working. C. Stop spending all your tax money on all this jewelry and spirit rings. Or D. Feel the wrath of the White Lady. That last part,
So
I
I
didn't
feel
really
that-
know what I said, but it's confused. But I just felt like I had to say the white lady, not knowing that much who she was.
Sir, I feel the wrath of the White Lady every day. She constantly is a thorn in everything that we do. And on your other points, we kind of need to keep this up. I don't know if you know, and I imagine you would based on your office. Yeah, we kind of have a demon problem. You know, everywhere.
Demon seed? Do you have demon seed problems?
Every large city has demon seed problems. Every large city. Every day more flow in.
Okay.
Every day we send people out to track them down. Every day our people die. And you want me to cut my funding. I'm sorry that the people have a harder time. Truly.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to
But I
ask. I'm going
have
to
a job to
ask
do.
the same thing that my underling, that I asked your underling. Did you use tax money to buy all those rings?
Of course. How else are we going to fund these things? Do you see this? You see these? He kind of beckons at his finger. These are expensive, but you know what they do? They help us kill demons. They help us kill demons. And with that, we're gonna cut to Z. Z.
All right.
Go ahead and describe your character to me.
So Z is an interest individual, does not identify as male or female, but you will see a humanoid, preferably looking as a commoner, you know, the basic commoner setup, you know, raggedy clothes, that type of thing. And trailing just briefly behind is a companion of Z's, and it's a little black cat with green eyes, and on the tail and all four paws are silver bangles that seem to just rest there. They ain't moving, they ain't coming off, they're on there pretty tightly. But this cat seems to follow the commoner around all the time, the Z, a commoner looking character all around all the time, and yeah, that is basically the setup.
Your adventurous nature has brought you to the place where every adventurer ends up eventually, a large city. And your local large city just kind of happens to be the capital city,
Oh,
which was perfect for you.
yeah.
You've probably been traveling for a few weeks. It's a long trek from the village that you hail from to here. And you've been following this trail, taking odd jobs here and there to fill your coffers with coin. When, as you're stepping up to the gates, a soldier stops you, kind of clears his throat, and he goes, "And you're going where?"
I am entering into the town, the city that is here. Is there a problem?
Yeah, you haven't paid the toll.
I was not aware of such toll, and it does not seem like anyone else had to have paid a toll as they ventured into this vicinity. Please do explain the toll to me.
Well, yeah, they've already paid their toll,
That
only
seems
gotta pay it
very
once.
unlikely.
and I haven't seen your face before.
That's because I have obviously just arrived. Are you daft?
Yeah, because
You just
have
called
just
yourself
arrived.
stupid.
You have to.
So you agree with me, you are quite stupid in this situation.
Listen, pay the toll.
That is
You're the
something
first person. You here have not come to the city before. You have not paid your entry toll. Pay your entry toll.
How do I know that this entry toll even exists?
Mikey, Mikey. Like another guard kind of like steps up, he kind of sniffs, clears his throat, and he goes, "Yeah, boss." This person is trying to tell me that the entry toll doesn't exist. And Mikey kind of looks at him, kind of confused. Entry toll, boss? Mikey, come on. The entry toll. He looks over at you, goes, "Yeah, the entry toll's real."
He did not seem very confident in his answer. If that's the case that it is real, then you have very poorly trained guards in the city, which is a bit concerning. Actually, that might be a bit positive thing, because if the guards are very untrained, then that just shows what type of city it is. So I am not going to be paying such a toll, because obviously it is not a real thing that is going on here. And if it were to continue, I will bring this up to higher up than you, which, trust me, I know what I am doing. Can I roll deception?
Oh, go for it, please.
Cool. Which I am proficient in. I got a 16.
16, nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, it works.
Sweet.
He clears his throat and goes, "Wait, which higher up do you know? You trying? Oh, God, Mikey screwed us. All right, fine. There's no entry tax. Christ, Mikey, you're a disappointment."
Now that wasn't so difficult, now was it? Z says, and then they make their way into the city.
As you enter the city, it's large, pretty ornate. The city seems well kept from the main area, kind of the entry gate area. It seems like it's separated into 3 different large sections. You know, to your left area-ish, you kind of got the slums, about a mile or 2 down. It's a large city. Down to in that area, you've kind of got this rundown, not great area. In this area, you've kind of got your trader area. There's a lot of merchants. What piques your eye probably is, adventuring gear. You know, you've got your classic little sections. You've got all this stuff. And from what you've heard, this seems to be a well-funded area for adventuring and your average mercenary work, really.
Nice. Alright, Z is obviously gonna head down to the slums because, yeah.
The scene before you is desolate. At this park scene that people come through, you know, judging from just the dejected look on everyone's faces, it's probably tax season.
A smirk comes across Z's face. This is quite amusing to it. And with that, just calmly walks the street of the slum, soaking in the agony that is around it.
Yeah, it's a dejected slum. You can tell no one here is really an engineer. No one here really has any building experience, and judging from the fact that things are hastily put together, yeah.
Alright, as they're walking...
It looks like a Hooper town.
Yeah, as they're walking, the thought comes through Z's head, going... Very poorly constructed. This is exactly what I assumed considering my interaction with the guards up front. That is quite pleasing. That is pleasant to me.
Pretty much in stark contrast from the rest of the place. This area is not the best. You notice that it's mostly a band of humans, pretty much majority. But there's a few individuals who seem, I don't know, like they've got some dwarf in them. probably a long ancestral line. They might have some dwarf, maybe halfling, God knows.
All right. So Z's basically just scoping the area, taking in the different humans and everyone in the vicinity. Because, yeah. And it's just gonna be roaming, basically. And obviously, I'll probably assume that Z sees the tax collectors as well.
Yeah, they're going through. You see a few of them accosting the local villagers, kind of telling something. You see some villagers grabbing things and bringing them outside their house and handing them over to the tax collectors. You really don't see much gold flowing here, but rather items that might sell for silver and gold.
All right. Gonna look around a bit for anything that could be, taken easily with not much, notice. I mean, it's the slums, but not much notice. Do I need to roll perception, or do you want me to roll something?
Yeah, give me a for these kind of things, I like to do investigation.
Investigation. Okay, that is not my. I got a 10. It's not my strong suit, but
Yeah, for like certain items, I like investigation.
Okay.
You're not really noticing much with a 10, besides like maybe a knickknack or an antiquity here or there. Not really anything that'll fetch too much that's easily yoinkable.
Okay.
But I mean, if you want a small little wooden horse, I mean, go for it.
I mean,
The kind of thing you find at an antique shop.
Yeah, no, he's good. With that, it's gonna turn back and head back into the center of the town and possibly take a look at what the higher end of the town has to offer.
The higher end of the city is kind of, well, it's obviously more constructed. It looks like this place is a hub, especially the middle section, which I imagine you're in right now, unless you went all the way up to the top.
No, middle.
Yeah.
Z's not going to the top.
Yeah, this is where most of the middle folk kind of live. People, traders, your more well-off city goers, miners that have hit gold or something. This kind of middle of the ground, run-of-the-mill people.
Mm-hmm.
Few adventurers like yourself among the crowd. They seem a lot more well-equipped than you're used to.
Really?
It's odd. Like, these
that is
people, they aren't wearing, like, leather. Some of these people have got full-on plate. You got halberds and you've got people in chainmail.
What
like,
type of adventures are these guys doing? Holy fuck.
And as you your eyes kind of bulge when you see plate, you notice underneath the plate you see a tinge of red or tinge of black. Like the twinge of a yellow or a gray underneath there, kind of uniformity. All of these higher end adventurers seem to be wearing that underneath. You're not sure if it's a guild or but they seem connected in some kind of way. In fact, you can actually kind of, I don't know, they seem almost uniform.
That's interesting.
Normally with adventurers, you've got
random mix
you've got your wacky, zany characters, but these people seem
structured.
Organized. Yeah, structured, like oddly structured, not something you're used
to. All right, Z's gonna approach one of them and ask, "You don't seem like you are average adventurer. What are you?"
He kind of struggles and goes, "Oh, we're me and my boys here were part of the mercenary. Like, we're mercenaries. Yeah. Kind of thunks on his plate. And looks over at his guys. Funded well. City keeps us funded. We go out, we do things. It's a pretty good adventuring city. I think we've made.
Mercenary. You go out and contract kill, is that right?
Yeah, sometimes.
If
Sometimes
it's
it's
not.
contract killing of people. Sometimes it's, I don't know, going into your local raider band, that kind of thing. It's interesting. It's work.
Do you enjoy the work?
I mean, it pays well.
That is not what I asked.
Sometimes. Depends on what we're doing. Sometimes you're helping people, and other times you're really not.
It's quite fascinating. Have not seen much like that.
I mean, I'm sure you've seen the guards are kind of inept here. They're not the best. We're the guards.
Yes, I did run into the guards. They were quite, how does one put it, stupid. They tried to deceive me with some sort of town tax, but that did not go out so well.
Yeah, that gets a few traders every once in a while. They try, I guess. Really, though, if you have an actual problem,
That is noted. The guards are complete useless. Thank you for your time and your information. And they walk off.
All right, see ya.
I love Z so much. It's just, it's just like, I got what I needed. Bye. So yeah, that's how that works.
There's no comment pleasantries. He seems kind of taken aback. And I think with that, we're gonna move over to Hippo, to Serena there.
All right, cool.
Because I think that's a good place to connect everyone.
Oh yeah.
So Ceruno, describe yourself.
Okay, so Saruno is a tiefling in a familiar maroon uniform, however a bit muddied, and on top of which is some basic leather armor. Let's see, let me grab my picture. For a further description of the uniform, because I actually have a picture, which I did post in art, it's like kind of a imperialistic type uniform with some like gold fringes or stuff on it, primarily maroon. You can see it in the art channel. And for Serena himself, he's a tiefling, as I mentioned. He's got gray skin and lightning blue eyes. For that is my description. He's also got 2 of the spirit rings on.
Cyril, you're where you usually are. You're stuck in a lesson, being freaking just constantly told the same things that you've heard and the same things that you've been taught for like the last God knows how long. These people are floating pebbles out here. They're floating pebbles. You've been floating pebbles for, I don't know, your whole life. You're really not used, you're used to this, and it sucks. In the front, you've got the head huntsman, and he's just trying to teach people how to manipulate the different spirits.
Yeah, is
You got
this current in the timeline pre when Francis showed up or post?
This is a post at this point, I would imagine. But you're still kind of stuck in a lesson. You can't see outside. You're hearing the buzz of some talking and a voice you've never heard before, but you're stuck in your lesson.
Right. If nothing is going on, then Serena will choose to speak to a familiar voice. Raiju, the spirit guy, the companion thing. From Symbiotic.
Yeah, you're a spirit.
Yes.
can't really tell me what voice he has.
What voice do you think how I've described like the form he would take if he like spirits have to take a form if they're like
Is that
showing
like
themselves?
your
How I describe the form that he takes is kind of like a tiger.
kind of like a
So-
tiger? Which element is he again?
Lightning, of course.
Of course.
My character is all about lightning.
Ooh. Just
He
go
is
for like
a
the
storm.
freaking Khajiit.
He is a storm
Go
spirit.
for freaking Khajiit. I don't know.
Whatever voice
So
you
like
want.
what are you trying to say to him? Or it, I should say.
Just a general communication to it. Try to get my mind off of the monotony of all these classes. I suppose.
Yes. This man has been talking for the last hour. I'm with you in this boat. I'm tired. I'm
I don't
so
know how
tired
people
of
do
this.
that.
I don't know. Perhaps because they don't know what you know. Maybe it's actually interesting to them. I
Perhaps.
personally am not there. So I do have an idea.
Enlighten me.
What if we got out of here?
Is it finally time?
Let's just leave. I think it's time. I mean,
Let's-
he's distracted. I can hear the headmaster talking. I think we can get out of here. I mean, we've only tried 5 times this week, but I think this is the one.
Yeah. Okay, so the headmaster isn't in the room right now, or is he? He's talking
The
to
headmaster.
friends.
The headmaster is in the kind of like in the main lobby in that side section where he talks to them.
So there's no teacher or anything in the room right now, correct?
The only teacher is up at the very, very front, and he seems very, like, I guess, occupied and bored himself. He just looks done here.
Okay.
He just doesn't want to be here either.
Is he like an actual higher up, or is he kind of like just like a basic member that they put in just temporarily while the headmaster's out?
He is the one of the higher up hunters. I would say probably just 2 steps below the head hunter. And he looks like he wants to get out of here.
Alright, speaking to Raiju. Alright. Well, how do we plan on doing it this time?
I mean,
I don't.
Tell me.
I'm not sure we can put the teacher to sleep.
no, that didn't work as well last time. He was too strong.
Yeah.
I mean, we tried knocking him out. We've tried throwing like a rock at him. We've tried just about everything. I mean, this guy looks done.
He does.
I don't know.
But if
You're a
there was
negotiator. Negotiate.
fake a reason to leave the class for a second and then try to leave.
Yeah, that works. I mean, I'm not the planner. You are.
Suppose.
That's not to say that your plans aren't good. It's just we've had a string of bad luck.
Yes. Alright, just to the teacher guy, I guess just a very basic excuse to get out of the room for a second. Like, can I go to the bathroom or something?
God, Bruno, this is the 8th time you've asked. Just go. Like, honestly. I don't know what you're doing out there. Just go.
Thank you, and I leave. Alright, how many people are around me right outside the classroom?
So, right outside the classroom, you don't have too many people, per se. But you kind of got like a mix, a group of people. You've got a few people just looking at the quest board. I would say quest board in quotation marks.
Okay.
It's more just like a daily tasking.
From my attempts at escaping from the past,
Mhm.
I'm assuming I know sort of a route.
There's like 3 different routes you can take. I mean, you got
Which one has
the
the least
main
people?
entrance.
Whichever one has the least people. not the main entrance.
I mean, like you've got like a few windows. Those are pretty high up, so you might have to do something funky there.
Okay, so if the people
You've
around
got
me, do they look like they're high level, or are they like people that would be in the class?
these aren't per se people that were in your class, because your class is like intro. I mean, to you it feels like they're trying to bore you to death with the basics.
Pretty much. So I
These
could
people
potentially.
seem
Do they look weak
around
enough
your
to be
level.
put to sleep?
Potentially, they're like around your level, if not a little.
I probably can't
From what
put
you
them
can
all to
tell.
sleep then, because I have 32 HP and they probably have a bit more.
Yeah, they're around your level, maybe up, maybe down.
Alright, I'm gonna try to stealth and get over to whatever window has the least people.
Okay. Pretty much all of these options lead you through the main.
Whichever
area.
one doesn't have the headmaster is probably the priority.
Pretty much all of them have the headmaster. I mean, you could try to take a detour, but you'd be heading straight through the hunters as well. Those
Do
people
I
are
have
kind of
disguise self?
perceptive.
Wait, I know what to do.
Uh-huh.
I cast disguise self on myself.
Ooh, good choice. Okay.
And it looked like, if I remember correctly, the ones with like the black uniforms are like higher ranked than the red. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna turn myself into one of the people that would have the black uniforms.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then yeah.
Any particular individual, or just like one of the random people being around?
What if I turned into Silver Tongue? That'd be funny.
You could. You know Silver Tongue pretty well, so you could probably emulate.
Yeah, I know him pretty well. Let's go with that. He's high ranking.
Alright, so you go with Silver Tongue, the head negotiator.
Hey, they're not gonna question the head negotiator.
And I would imagine you're probably not going to be trying to sneak through the hunter's lounge.
I'm
Which
gonna
path do you want
try
to
to
take?
get
You
through
got
like I'm actually gonna go through the main entrance. Make it seem like I'm in like a hurry. If anyone questions anything, I'm just gonna say I apologize. I'm in a rush. I'll get back to you later when I return.
Okay, so you've got so you kind of like push through, and Francis, you as you're kind of bantering with the leader there, you see another person in like a black uniform, probably more intricate than the other people around you. Not nearly as kitted out equipment wise, but they kind of push through the main lobby. Francis here.
Wait, so I come in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
So
talking
you're
to
in like the main area. You're talking to the headmaster. You've been bantering with him, and you see someone decked out in kind of like a black uniform.
But
You.
at the same time, he
Are you
only
in-
has 2 spirit rings.
Yeah. Same
So
time, only
you.
having 2 spirit rings, pushing through the main lobby, kind of like in a hurry. It looks like.
You. Are you a
Hmm?
demons? Are you enough? Yeah. Is this another one of your underlings?
I wouldn't say it's an underling. I mean, I consider him an equal, honestly. Silver Tongue is one of my head negotiators. Silver Tongue,
Yes.
could you do me a favor? We have someone, a guest here from the Storm Allegiance.
Yeah.
Could
Yes.
you speak with him? This is your territory. This is mine.
I
I'm
do.
not good at this.
I apologize, Headmaster. What's his name? Demon.
Like I think it's straight up as Kieran. Kieran. something.
Headmaster
Yes,
Kieran or
that's
whatever you
his
said.
name. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm in a hurry. If you can, I can I'll be back in an hour or two. I can help with whatever then, but I do apologize. I'm in quite a hurry.
Like, what are you hurrying for?
Can I roll history to see what would be a good excuse?
Yeah, give me a history. See if you know what would be a good excuse.
Oh, that's a nat 1. Oh god, can Raiju...
You don't know
I've
crap.
got it.
wait,
Yeah,
let me
you say
check
something.
what Raiju can do. No, that's for saving throws.
Oh no.
God damn it.
And that one, that hurts.
That does hurt so much.
Okay.
Just a spirit that needed some urgent help with or something. I don't know exactly deals with
Just
this
send-
one. I apologize.
Just
But I
send
do
an underling. I mean, you've
remember,
got
and I tried to rush out.
you've got your middle, your like good people under you. Like seriously, just send someone. And like I kind of need help with this.
Yes, I was requested by one of the some underling, insert name of an underling of Silver Tongue. So I don't know. So
You
yeah.
want to help? Like seriously? Like I know what you're trying. I don't think he needs help. That's like one of your star
It
students.
seemed pretty urgent.
Yeah. Okay. Roll deception.
Yeah. It's a plus 18.
Nice.
Let's see. Well then, that's actually kind of rare. That doesn't work.
What?
Kidding me?
Dude got a 19. He has
Bruh.
he has a
Are-
+1 to deception and he rolled an 18.
Oh my
you kidding me?
god. Your luck is awful, dude. Holy crap.
Oh no. Okay.
You haven't seen anything yet. The demon can tell you at the time. I got 7 nat 1s in a row.
Jesus.
Glorious times.
He waited
Which is
the
a
dice to get
statistical-
nat ones.
It was
statistical
online.
anomaly.
He rigged it online.
Statistical anomaly. So, yeah, he's not buying it. The headmaster's like, Silver Tongue, I know you're just going out to the bar. Be honest with me. Just deal with this. You can go after. Alright?
Alright, I'll talk with him for a few minutes.
Thank you.
Does that mean he's also talking with me?
Yes.
All right.
The headmaster kind of ducks his head and just it shoots a glaring glance at Saruno disguised as Silver Tongue, and backs off to go back to his lesson.
I like to imagine the real Silver Tongue comes in around this time.
Oh, that would be awful.
That would be.
So you're now face to face with a kind of a priestly looking fellow. He's got a few priestly garments on, not particularly overly priestly. Judging from just the fact that you've gone with Silver Tongue on a few intercations, you've seen this kind of guard before. You never knew it was a part of the storm.
I don't know, baby. He might be.
This is the first time you are now face to face with a Storm Legion.
Alright. Hello, I am head negotiator Silver Tongue. And who may you be?
Me?
Yes, you.
Yeah. Sorry. My name's Well, I guess I'd say that I am her servant.
I apologize, I don't quite know who you mean.
You see that light over there?
Yes.
It's quite white, isn't it? That's her. That's what she represents. It's complicated, but okay. Oh, all right. Enough with the mirage. I am a servant of the White Lady.
And what is your business here?
I just felt compelled to come here, and then I saw some taxpayer who was scared of the tax collectors, and so I started trying to demand that they lower taxes. And then I saw that they were spending all that tax money on exorbitant jewelry.
Yes. I see what
Bro.
you're speaking of,
You
and you do
looked
notice
he
that
probably looked at it.
the guy you're talking about,
His own.
talking to, has only 2 of these rings on.
Yeah, well, they had like 1 million or so.
Yes, the headmaster, quite a few. So you wish to negotiate about lowering taxes, I guess?
Either that or giving the people more money.
That one don't have quite that much control over. I apologize, but suppose I can try to go over whatever negotiations
Hey, Saruno.
needed. Yes.
And Francis too. Roll me a perception check.
Oh no.
All right.
I clicked persuasion on accident. Perception.
Let's just discard that.
17.
Alright, what'd you
Oh.
roll, Francis?
Hold on, I'm just... Boy, I have something to match up to, don't I? Probably gonna fail.
You don't
This
need
is
to match.
definitely going to be Silver Tongue.
That's not a bad roll, actually. A 10? That's
Yep,
not bad.
I'm finished.
Alright, what do you roll?
10.
Me?
Oh, yike. Okay. So, Francis, you don't notice this. Saruno, you do. Silvertongue just walked in with an ale in his hand.
Yeah.
Just straight to the front door.
Who's
I
Silver Tongue?
know.
I'm sorry.
The same person that Hippo is currently disguised as.
So is he just another...
He walks in looking identical, except he's got more jewelry on than Saruno does. Saruno is disguised as Silvertongue, and Silvertongue just walked in. You don't notice this because you got 10. Saruno,
So,
Try to signal over to Silver Tongue or something. We know each other.
but why would I
Just
not
sleight
notice
of
that he
hand?
walked in?
he's kind of sneaking in.
Can I do a sleight of hand over to signal to Silver Tongue?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
That's a 4.
Oh no.
I have the grid
Francis,
rolls.
you kind of notice Saruno in front of you, kind of like basically almost doing a chicken dance. It's really
I
nice.
thought you were just gonna say he
I'm
noticed
surrounded by
my
idiots.
signals.
Who are you? Why do you look this... Alright, okay. What are you trying to tell me? Are you trying to tell me that you're a chicken in disguise or something?
Silvertongue, obviously he notices you doing a wild chicken dance, as does everyone else in the room.
Okay.
The headmaster kind of
think
looks
it's
over
time to
from his
run for
weapon and just throws his head
It's time to
down
run.
and yeah, you're running.
Yeah. Bolt. Well, dashing with 70 feet of movement, I run away.
Yeah, that's terrifying. Lightning
Hey.
spirit, am I right?
Alright, and
Francis, you just noticed the person bolt. Yeah, the person you were talking to just bolts.
okay, alright, where are you going? Come back here.
He's just gone with the movement of 70 feet. Just a bit of a lightning trail behind him.
Yeah. There's a pretty obvious trail. You can still see it, because if you decided to dash after him, it'd only be 10 feet in front of you. You see him. Or it's if you decide to dash after him, it's up to you.
But I only have a positive ring.
No,
You
dash
have-
action. Dash action.
No, he
It's not a
dashed.
spell. It's an action.
You don't need it's not a spell. It's not anything like that. He just dashed.
Yeah, but I'd
He's
have
ran.
to use an action, but we're not in combat, so it's really confusing.
It's just.
Yeah, it's just free. It's just dash.
free,
Okay.
basically.
So, okay, I'm just gonna go after him. Alright.
Okay.
Snap my fingers, I'm there.
Big ol'
Or I just run after him.
Yeah, there's a moment of
taking-
pause as you
Like as
notice
he
them run
leaves,
away.
like he takes off the disguise, and trying to stealth behind something.
Both
All right.
both the headmaster and a few other the hunters too kind of pause, gape, look at the thing. The real Soulfast shrugs, takes a slug out of his drink, and puts a rock wall up on the front door.
Okay, the real who? I'm sorry. It's hard for me to follow.
The real Silver Tongue.
Silver tongue. I thought you said
Wait,
soulfish. I don't know
blocking in
why.
me or just Francis?
It blocks. Francis is already out the door. By the time that Silver Tongue has put the thing up, Francis is out the door.
Okay, so
Silver
I
Tongue,
just
on the other hand,
so I just get
you-
out of there first.
Yeah, you dash after Saruno. Saruno is about 70 feet down the road. And
It has
you
taken
hear
off
like
the
you hear,
disguise, and you see
and now you
a-
see the actual Saruno.
Okay, the thing is, I don't have a visual of any of this.
But there is no visual.
Yeah.
Not for right now.
Okay.
There'll be
But
a
we do
visual
have
when we get
tokens.
into combat. Yeah,
Oh.
like I said, there'll be a visual when we get into combat, but there is no combat to
All right.
bring it up. Usually, at least.
All right. So I dash after him.
Mm-hmm. You hear the shifting of stones and pavement behind you, and you see the road itself back behind where you were kind of lift up and form a dome around the front door of the magic building. And it kind of blocks it off.
I guess I say, well, they've backed themselves into a corner as much as it. They've already backed themselves into a corner as it is. I don't see why they should do it even more.
Saruno, you probably also hear this, but you're a lot farther. Well, you don't hear it, but I imagine if you look back, you'd see the dome form around
yeah,
the
it
door.
glanced back.
Okay. And Z, as you walk away from those people that you just gathered information from,
Mm-hmm.
you see a young adult, like late teens, tiefling. You think you haven't really seen one in a while, dashing down the road, chased after by some like priestly-looking fellow.
Well, that is definitely
And-
something you don't see every day.
Yeah.
And just to keep up the charade, I say, "Be gone, demon! Be gone!"
Wow.
And then
Technically, he's a tiefling.
a few seconds after you see those two kind of run past you, someone just like practically like bursts through the magistrate window and starts bounding after the two of those guys.
And who would that be?
Some hunter.
The city is entertaining. No, quiet. I'm in the middle
Like
of
a clown
something.
procession.
Not right
Okay.
now. When I'm done. When I'm done.
Yeah. So I think we'll just keep running.
Yeah, that's fair. You run down like the main street, potentially ducking into alleys if you want to. Just booking it. With a hunter pretty hot on your tail. A lot of common folk are now kind of looking around. And they seem very
Fine, go grab a
confused
cracker.
by everything that's going on.
But I need you to be quiet, please.
And as you run past
I've asked
the
you
main street,
this
you see a
entire
few of
time.
the adventurers that you're talking to, Z.
Mm.
Some of them look at the hunter looks at them, nods, and they take off after the pair that were running as well.
Huh. Well, this seems
and
to be
they seem to
entertaining.
their armor kind of dissolves back into their uniform, and now they're running in like a reddish imperialistic uniform.
Huh. With that, the two will casually stroll towards that direction. They're not running, but they're interested.
Okay. Serena, this is probably the farthest you've made it. Outside
He's
of
gotten
the
some attempts
magistrate.
where he's dying out, but this one has been
You
successful in
Yeah.
quotation marks.
Okay, can I just ask him, who are you, really? Seriously, I'm
At this point, how far behind me is
okay.
Francis?
You seem like he's 10 feet behind you because he's like right on your tail. Every time you guys move, in reckon he's about 10-ish feet behind you.
How to end?
So you can hear him yelling.
He's like,
I start singing that song from The Who. Who are you? As I continue to relentlessly ask him that question.
Yeah.
How far behind me are the hunters, by the way?
The hunters are probably about 30, maybe 40 feet, and now you see some of the outward bound hunters chasing you now, and
Checking my spell list.
that probably scares you,
Yeah, definitely.
because
Checking my spell
those
list.
are the guys that chase. Those are the same guys who chase you down every time you've escaped.
Yeah, I grab out, I suppose, like, a pocket watch type thing,
Mm-hmm.
and issue a command out of it, and a small, metallic dragon flies up into the air, and can I roll perception through them to try to see if there's anywhere I can hide?
Sure.
Whoops. Did not mean to click that, was just looking at something, but now y'all know illusion.
Okay, so that is a check of, I'm just gonna roll manually because it's easier. That's an 8. Incredible.
Yeah. I mean, you see a fruit stand.
It doesn't count.
That's cool.
It's the old man's cabbage stand.
Yeah, you don't blend in really well with cabbage. But you could try.
No, I'm kind of like grays and blues.
Yeah.
I'm checking my magic, my magic spells to see if there's literally anything I can do.
I start praying to my deity. I say, "Oh, white lady, give me strength to disobey you time and time again as I try to smite this demon. I mean, figure out what he wants so I may negotiate with him. Just tell me what to do and I'll do the exact opposite."
What a great way to convince someone. Hey, tell me what to do, I'll do the other thing. Yeah, I don't have that one right now. So,
Yeah, you don't spot any place to hide.
okay, I'm gonna try
on the other hand,
to,
you're kind of just walking after this.
with my
chaos.
incredible, with my, yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm going
Z
to
is just
try
walking.
to get up on the wall,
Not a...
like, acrobatics
Okay.
check up onto the wall.
You're a little far away from the wall at the moment. You're like halfway from the main street to the entrance, the main gate. You could breath to start jumping the wall.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. As you guys are running along, more and more commoners kind of start like filling the streets, like watching the chaos. Like, Saruno, they've seen you kind of before. Like they
They've like
see
maybe
you.
seen me for like 3 seconds outside of the headquarters.
This is about the longest they've ever seen out in the streets, and the closest they've seen you. Some of them are starting to shout "demon."
They're not half wrong.
A lot of them are starting to shout things like, demon, witch, a whole bunch of different.
Oh wait, I know what to do. I cast floating disc.
Magic.
Yes, magic. Which creates a floating disc, which I should be able to. I can hold up to
Is this
500
Tensor's
pounds.
floating disc?
Yeah, the only one. The only one.
Yeah.
I can hold up to 500 pounds. Oh, it's immobile while I'm within 20 feet of it. Never mind. I don't cast that.
You can't.
I can't fly on it.
No.
Are you trying to cast against me?
No, I was gonna
No.
try to fly on a floating disc.
You can't fly on Tensors, unfortunately.
So sad.
That'd be cool though.
That would be cool. I mean, you can flavor the fly spell as that, but that would be cool.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna prep to try to get up on the wall.
That's fair.
Okay, I'm gonna try to look at my spells to see if I can help you with that in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, Francis, you notice this person, kind of like tensing up, like they're about to just like ram face first. You're not entirely sure what they're gonna do, but you can guess they're probably gonna try to climb it. And behind you, you kind of see the magistrate folk, slowly gaining.
Okay, so I try to make. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to make it all the way to Sereno. What is that his name? Yeah, that's his name. I'm gonna try to make it to Sereno. I'm gonna try to touch him so I can cast guidance. What ability check do you want to make?
It's gonna be an acrobatics.
Okay, I will touch you, and I will use guidance on you.
How that work?
So you kind of like prep yourself. You run up as fast as you can, and you slap this man across the shoulder and hit and press and just give him guidance.
Incredible.
Saruno, someone random has just touched your back. The same person that you're talking to, and you kind of feel an energy coursing through you. I'm not entirely sure what this is you've ever really experienced it. And Z, I imagine you're just watching the chaos.
Sounds about right. Alright, so shall I roll my check?
Yeah,
And
go for
watch
it.
me get another nat 1.
Oh yeah,
I
just
would laugh
100%.
so hard.
Just watching this.
I would cry. Nope, that's
So hard.
That's 24.
Oh yeah.
You rolled a nat 20?
No, that's a dirty 20.
What do you
Yeah,
mean a
that's
dirty?
I got
He's
I don't
very,
mean-
plus 2. It adds up to 20. It's a dirty 20, not a natural one though.
and then the guidance.
And then,
And then
yeah,
plus 7
okay.
guidance.
Uh-huh.
So Bruno, you're pretty experienced with climbing, and I mean really experienced with climbing. You've tried to climb the magistrate building to escape. It almost worked those times. In fact, you're pretty certain that's how you ended up catching and making a deal with your lightning spirit, is actually climbing the magistrate tower. The magistrate
Yeah, that
building.
makes sense. As like a 1-year-old baby.
Young.
Okay.
You've been doing this for a while, and you just scale up this thing. It's like a zip of lightning from one spot, one handhold, from there to another, to another, to another, and you reach the top. And the guards are flabbergasted. Like, they heard commotion, they saw some some of their magistrate guys chasing after you, and you've just scaled the wall.
Should be safe now.
Yeah, because the guards are in death.
Yeah, they don't count as a danger though.
Z, you're
Hmm?
you've now noticed. You just saw this person lightning their way up a wall, and immediately in your brain you register spirits.
Yep. Awesome. Z's gonna attempt to follow up that
Okay.
wall.
I
So
see.
now you're
I
gonna-
sense that
so
this
now
is a
you're
demon
gonna
seed.
Like, well, technically, the Z is going up the wall.
Okay.
But you're
Yeah.
a demon seed.
Z is going up the wall.
Okay.
But-
So you're gonna run up the wall.
Yes.
You're
You're gonna so
Oh my god.
so you kind of pick up some speed. Z is the human, right?
No, the cat.
That's the cat. Okay.
The cat.
So the cat bounds after, like the human is casually walking, and Francis, you see a black cat just streak past you. Give me a acrobatics check from the.
All right. Let's see. Proficient in it. Hey,
Hey,
hey.
another 24.
And in the same
It's
breath,
a cat.
this cat just basically scales up this wall, slinking, and it's almost fluid the way that it goes up the wall, and is now directly behind Cyrano. Cyrano, you now have. And Francis, you just watched two people scale this giant.
Well, not two people.
Well, a cat and a
can I sense that there's some demon seed in that cat?
roll me a perception.
Wouldn't it be?
Alright.
What does the
I
silver
imagine
do
this
again?
will go well.
Like, does
God
the
knows.
silver just keep Z stable, or?
Yes.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
I know.
It keeps you stable.
that.
It keeps you stable. And it keeps you hard to. It keeps you stable and it keeps your energy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's
So
a
as long
6
as
on
you
that
have silver
perception, by the way, demon.
Okay,
Yeah. No. That's just a normal cat. It's a cat with some fancy silver on it, which piques
Okay.
your interest, but you
Alright.
can't detect demon
The
right
owner
now.
just likes them a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as Z gets up there, it will casually sit down and just stare at oh my god, how do you say your character's name?
Saruno.
Sereno?
Saruno.
Saruno.
Yeah,
Saruno.
Saruno.
Yeah, I'll just sit down and stare at Saruno.
How far away are the guards, by the way, demon?
I mean, they're like 20 feet apart, spaced the wall, and you're in the middle of them. So, from you,
Do they even care about me being here?
they're shocked, and one of them is clutching their matchlock chest, like a gadzooks.
Mm.
The heck?
So there's just one with a gun pointed at me.
No, he's kind of like holding it like his child.
Well, I mean, that is how people hold guns, let's be honest.
True.
The other one seems to just be like a lookout. He doesn't really have a weapon on, besides a flintlock at the side,
Like,
but he is not
they-
drawing it. They're
don't
both
seem like
too
much trouble.
stunned to really move. One of them kind of stutters out. Demon?
I don't think I hear him
Yeah.
because he's like 20 feet away.
He's like 10 feet away from me, but yeah. You can see him mouth the word demon.
I'm thinking, where?
They're lost.
A slow
They're
blink
they're
will come
spaced
from
apart
Z.
20 feet on the wall, and you are in the center of them, so they're both 10.
Okay, can I just make sure they don't catch up to us?
The magistrate, yeah, they're pretty much, they're not at the wall, but they're getting there.
So I'm just gonna try to deter them with... I'm gonna try to use, you know what? Guiding Bolt's a little too much for this situation, and I'd have to use a spell slot. Just tell me when the next time I'd have to take a long rest is.
Okay. So, Francis, the two people or the one person that you were following has just climbed up a wall. You gave them guidance, but you didn't expect them to do that.
Yeah.
And to get up there that efficiently.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're kind of down here on the street with a magistrate gaining on those on Saruno. I don't think they really noticed that you helped. I don't even think they would be able to notice that you helped. So they're not after you.
Yes, but they're after Saruno. After Saruno, but I'm kinda trying to help him because he tried to infiltrate the government, and...
Yes, definitely tried to infiltrate the government. That's what was happening.
So yeah, you've got this whole scene before you. How the heck do you intend to deal with this?
In this situation, okay. I feel like you never answered my question. I'd cast Guiding Bolt because that's really powerful, but I don't know when I'm going to take a long rest next.
That's up to the party really, and when you get the chance.
You can take one per day. You normally just take it like towards the end of the day. What time is it?
It's probably like midday.
Probably not for
a
couple.
I mean, you did pull out your watch earlier, so your little pocket watch.
Oh yeah, I did do that.
Yeah, well, I don't want to have to get into too many more fights before the next long rest.
Yeah, it was like 1 or 2.
So probably a few hours, Francis.
Yeah, but how many more fights are we going to be getting into before?
Who knows?
Who knows?
That's the fun of D&D.
Well, guess what? I have 7 spell slots and 7 chances to use Guiding Bolt.
7 spell slots. Jeez.
No,
Man.
yeah, 7 spell slots. 4
That's
level
nice.
1 and 3 level 2s.
I forgot you have second level spells.
Yeah.
I don't have those.
That's nice, and there's me over here just juggling my 2.
I have 3 first level slots.
Okay, alright, can I just look at them without you, going over and screwing up my page?
I'm not on your page.
Oh, but I could have sworn... You know what? Can I just use Sacred Flame on one of them?
You certainly can, I guess.
Okay, I know you're trying to railroad me out of it.
I mean, go for it.
Okay, I'm confused. I'm beginning to think you don't think that's a good idea.
I mean, it's your choice. Do what you want to do, man. I'm not your mom.
Yeah, but I don't want to do something that will be detrimental to just about everything. I don't want to be that one person who screws everything up.
I'm gonna be real with you. That's fun a part of D&D. We really don't care. Just do what you want to.
Do not, like, judging the fact that you guys are all together now, you can go with whatever you want.
He just wanted to make sure we met up, that's all.
But yeah, you guys had to meet up.
Mm-hmm.
And you getting shot doesn't exactly align to everyone meeting up.
Well, guess what? I can only use one target, right?
Yeah, Sacred Flame can only target one.
Okay, so What are my options?
Well, you've got one headhunter, well, not a headhunter, a few steps below the headhunter. So one of the main hunters and a few of the outbound hunters. About by a few, I mean 3. There was the one dude who was disguised with the plate armor, and the 2 that were wearing chain, but now they're clearly in the imperialistic garb of the magistrate.
Okay, I'll, so
they're both
there's
they're all
the front
about
one?
40 feet back. Yeah, the one in the front is the main hunter dude, but others are outbound.
Okay, I'll cast my spell on the main hunter. You said they're 40 feet away?
Yeah.
That's
All of
perfect. This
them
is a
are around.
60-foot spell. Have him make a dexterity check.
Aye, aye, Captain. We're at 13.
15, you said?
13.
Okay, he just
DC's
barely
13.
failed.
Nice.
Alright.
How much does he take?
Wait, just figure that out. Ooh, mama! I rolled max!
Cool.
He will take 8 radiant damage.
Describe to me your sacred flame.
It's like flames like spurt out of the center of the palm of my hand, and they swirl around and start burning radiantly around them. It coils around my target like a snake.
Z,
Hmm?
you get this disgusted, you feel this, like, you smell this disgusting smell. Normally you like the smell of sulfur and that kind of thing. But this time it's wrong. It's just wrong.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
in front of your character, you see someone, one of the headhunters who was chasing this dude, burst up in flame. He's being scorched, not dead, but he's being scorched by this bright white flame.
So Z smells sulfur, but it's not the kind that Z likes.
Not the pleasant.
Sorry, I was deafened for a bit. What did I miss?
Sacred flame on dude.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
I saw that.
Curiosity, attention is now. Oh, Z's no longer staring at. Oh my god, I am so bad. I'm sorry. Character's name again.
And then the Spanish word uno. It has nothing to do
Seruno?
with the Spanish word,
Seruno?
it's pronounced the same.
Okay.
Seruno.
Seruno. Okay. I'll try my best. But attention goes from Seruno and then down to the guy that just burst into flames. A tail flicks just slightly. In both amusement and confusion.
Okay.
How injured does this guy look?
A what?
I
How
mean,
injured does the guy set on fire look?
not
Okay,
Not
I could
really.
barely hear you because some of you were talking over each other.
much. He doesn't look all that injured.
Oh, right. It was only 1d8, but he did take the full brunt.
That's not gonna he's obviously scored. Looks ticked.
How far down is this wall? How high is it?
I mean, both of you got nat 20s, and that's pretty much the only reason you're able to scale this thing.
Nice.
It's like a 60 to 70 foot wall.
Damn!
So am I still able to follow them?
I mean, you could try to climb up it if you got a nat 20.
Can I touch something?
Like, I'll tell you
I
now,
don't think this is my wheelhouse.
the DC for this was supposed to be like a 25, but you guys both got nat 20s. So
Alright,
that's a
I'm just gonna prove
success.
that I can't. Oh. That's really close.
You'd have to get a nat 20 to succeed that one. Well, you can
I know,
guidance
but
yourself. Okay, so
okay, I should
gonna
have.
try to
I
help
can't
that a little
guidance
bit.
myself. Can
You
I?
can. You should be able to.
Yeah, why not? I don't see why you couldn't.
I think it's just a
Alright.
range of touch.
Yeah.
You can touch yourself.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah,
Slap myself on the heart.
go for it.
And roll another d4.
Yep.
And that
So
gets me at
21.
yeah.
And actually, you helped me. Can I
I'm not
help?
entirely sure how you're gonna help. I mean, if you can describe to me, that makes sense. How you
No,
can
not
give
the
that
help
back.
action. I forgot what aid did. It just gives you
Uh.
temp HP. It doesn't help you do things.
I didn't use aid. I used guidance.
No, I was gonna see if I cast that on you, but
Oh,
it
but
wouldn't.
here's the
It
thing.
just gives you temp
I
HP.
have aid, but it's a second level spell, and I don't want to use those precious second level spell
Yeah,
slots.
it's just that
It's
it's temp HP. It's not what I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
What's bless? For
Bless
attack rolls and
is a
saving
first level
throws,
spell.
Attack rolls and saving throws. Yeah, I can't help you out with you getting up here.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll just
so
stay
that's
on the
not
ground. I'll shrug and
actually,
stay on the ground and keep following
Actually,
them.
that's not true.
I have an idea.
You helped me, I help you. I make a floating disc like 30 feet in the air for you to be able to jump on that and then jump on.
Okay, can I
on the
make
wall.
another acrobatics roll so I can just...
So now instead of having to jump
if you're gonna spend the spell slot, and you're
Yeah.
gonna use that, then I'll say that that's the help action taken
Okay.
by casting.
Yeah,
So
it's now
Francis,
instead of
you get
jumping a
one
60
more,
feet high, it's jumping 30 feet and then another 30 feet.
which
Okay.
is still a really high DC. I'm gonna set it.
So on top of it, Z's gonna command the humanoid to help give one of those boosts up. You know where, like a wall where someone puts their hands together like that and then just pushes to give height.
Okay.
So on top of that, with his little platform, that should be enough.
Mm-hmm. So you're both helping me?
Yeah.
Okay.
In
The
that
Brotherhood
case,
has been formed.
yeah, go ahead.
That's a 21.
Roll another. It's got 20, 21.
Roll a what? I'm sorry.
You already
You
rolled
got a
athletics. You
21?
got a 21.
Yeah.
I mean acrobatics.
I mean, with all of this together, and a hearty amount of absolute dumb luck, yeah. You guys have all just somehow managed to scale a wall that I set the DC at 25.
Nice.
Okay. So,
25 is supposed to be, like, not possible without that 20. And
Not
here we
possible
are.
at a 4th level adventure.
Yeah, and here we are. Up a wall.
Very possible by any rogue or bard.
Okay. So all of you guys have managed to scale the outer wall there. Now.
At this
what are you
point,
guys
Z is telling the humanoid to just walk out of the city and meet him on the other side.
Okay.
so who's the humanoid?
So going through the door like a
technically
normal
Z.
person.
Yeah, like a normal person.
Oh.
Z the cat and Z the human. It's
Yep,
very
they're both the
not
same.
confusing.
Yeah.
They're both
Okay.
named the same.
All right. Just Okay. So, are we reaching the walls of the city?
We're on the
You
wall
guys
of
are
the
on
city.
the walls of the city.
Oh, so we're basically running around it.
I mean,
We are now.
I
on
don't
top
know
of the
what
city
you guys
walls.
are gonna do. I don't know what you guys are gonna do.
We're
Because you
gonna-
guys are
okay. So, as a character, here's what I'm going to suggest we do: we escape, and we try to meet up to break the ice with each other, and then we see what we do from there.
Alright.
The cat lets out a little
How does that
trill.
sound?
And one of the
cat-
people you're talking to is a cat.
Yeah, the cat lets out a little trill
Yep.
and starts confidently walking along the wall.
What languages does this cat speak?
Oh, so let me read it to you, all the languages
Yeah.
that Z knows.
It can
It also has 30 feet of telepathy.
Yeah. So the languages.
And how far am I away from that? From the
Like 30
cat?
feet. Within
Like
30 feet, because you're
2
next to
feet.
me.
Okay, so I'll just. Alright, let's just use telepathy to give them the right idea.
Oh no, they can understand you.
The cat
It's
can
just the
respond
cat
to
doesn't.
telepathy. Cat.
Yeah, the
You're
cat.
muted.
Oh, am I? Damn it! Hold on. Yeah, the cat can understand you. It's just that the humanoid is what actually speaks.
Yeah.
So.
But you do still have the limited telepathy feature.
Yes, I know.
So
That's why
Not
the cat replied in a trill. Oh no, I was muted. So I basically said Z will reply as the cat in a trill, and you know that little trill that cats do, and just starts walking along the wall to find a way to get down.
Mm-hmm.
what's the guy with the gun doing?
At this point, they've kind of collected themselves. They've just seen a cat and 2 people climb up a wall. They've noticed the magistrate people, and the magistrate people yelling, just like you can barely hear them audible, just yelling, "Grab them! Grab them!"
And everyone is
They're
like,
just down there,
"How?"
like, waving. All the people down at the base of the wall, the magistrate folk. Just like-
Is one of them the same person I...
Yes, they're just yelling, "Grab them!"
Okay. I guess this
and-
is the biggest fight that I'm going to have to deal with today. So, with that in mind, and given that there are 2 people who have my back and I really want to protect...
I think we should just run.
No.
I've dealt with them for a while. Just run. Is my suggestion.
I'll just give them one last scare.
Yeah. You do.
Oh, Z does
whatever you
not see a way down.
Yeah, you guys
I
are up on a
moved
wall.
this floating disc, by the way, over to the other side of the wall, so we can jump down 30 feet and then jump down 30 feet.
Oh my god, that's perfect.
Okay,
you'd
all right. I
you'd
just
still-
okay.
you'd still take 3d6.
Uh,
Yeah, you'd still take 3d6 if you jumped.
okay, just gonna give him one more scare with a guiding bolt.
Or 2. Yeah,
What
go
spells
for it.
do I have that could help mitigate any of them? That's your suite.
Surprised none of you have Featherfall.
I
Technic-
Same
isn't that a
person I
third
need?
level spell?
What?
What?
What level spell is Featherfall?
It's a low level spell. I think it's like a spell. It's a second or first
That's
level
only
spell
first.
slot.
Z
Okay, I'm
has
trying.
a
Ah!
feature speech of the beast, which basically reduces any fall damage. So you know.
Yeah, it's because you're a cat.
Yeah.
You have, no, you-
Has
you have
anyone
roughly
known what
9.
I wanted to do?
Yeah, you wanted the
No.
guiding bolt. Like I said, just roll it.
All right.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Very well then.
Oh damn.
Perish. I say a
20.
single word.
Oh, that's 23
Perish.
to hit.
Yeah.
23 to hit. How much damage?
Click the word
Alright.
guiding bolt in chat. 16.
Still not
The
dead,
same
but
person
very.
I did before.
Yeah. Still not damaged, but very injured. Or still not dead, but very injured.
Uh-huh. And then, with that, I make my escape. With the rest of the gang.
How? Is the question. You guys are up on a 60-foot wall. There's.
On the top of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, what I do is I try to...
Was
You've already made your...
there's a way down on the wall.
We can do
because the
multiple
guard-
investigations if you're as long as you know.
Like there's a way
I
down on
mean-
the wall because the guards can get up here.
Can they?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
if you look around, you'll notice that there are, in fact, towers.
Well, my
like,
first one was an 8
Stairs.
investigation roll, and I like I didn't see shit. This one's a 16.
Yeah, you'd see the towers. They're pretty obvious.
All
You
right.
didn't even roll. You got towers, but those are manned by a lot.
Yeah.
Manned
And
by
they-
incompetent guards, though.
Yeah, they're
They
quite
are
incompetent.
But they do lead down from the wall. One over the gate, which is about like
Yeah, but
maybe
here's the thing. We can more easily run
cat.
away from the guards because they're gonna have from the magistrate because they're gonna have obstacles in the way. We're not, so we can run away, find a way down, and get out of the city.
Z's just gonna leave through the tower.
Alright, I'll make my own investigation check.
Mm-hmm.
If I can find my character sheet and if it
I should
wants to
do
load.
Investigation or perception?
I'll do perception, because
You're
I
high
have a
wisdom.
bigger
I'm
bonus
not
than
deep.
that.
Which one should I do?
Holy hell.
Let's do investigation. That's another 8. That's an 8 as well.
Yeah, don't we love 8s, huh?
Okay,
Yeah,
I
it's in
kind
my
of think
name.
I'm going to be the leader of this group.
As far as you can tell, the only way down is the towers. As far as you can tell with 8s.
Okay,
You
then.
got a 23 on
We'll take the
perception
towers.
Oh, who got the 23
Francis.
perception? Francis
Yup.
got the 20.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll notice if you wanted to try it, but it's very risky because you will take a lot of fall damage if you fall. There seem to be like, I guess, notches in the wall. They're like stones that have fallen out of the wall.
Onward
climb down.
rock climbing.
It's like if you wanted to rock climb it, you might be able to. It'd probably be a little.
Okay, I have an idea, and I think it might work. I'll take my mace, and I'll use it to, like, make notches in the walls to hang from.
There are
Damn
already.
it, I have an idea. If I were to create, per se, a small rock elemental with some lightning attributes that has the ability to fly, would I be able to use that to get down?
What's their strength score?
Let me check. I don't know if it all just defaults to 10, but I don't know. It might just all default to 10. Yeah, it all defaults to 10.
And what size are they?
They're small, but they're also made of rocks.
How many can you manufacture?
One at a time.
I guess if you trust a rock elemental with your life.
I mean, I could create... Yeah, I could... And then I could just also buff it with Kodama.
You could.
I have
I mean,
58 summons.
If you trust the rock elemental to carry you down, and a small one, mind you, you'd be like hanging on to it. It'd be hanging on to like a collection of pebbles that are kind of floating.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could just make a... here's what I'll do. I'll make that the rock thing, and then I'll just have like a buffer of the whatever it's called, I can't remember. The floating disc on the ground, so that way I can use that as a buffer just in case.
Okay.
This is gonna go
I mean,
bad.
Of course
that's
it is.
a
I'm fine
lovely
with it.
idea, but that's a lot of rolls that you gotta make. So I mean.
Yeah, so what rolls do I have to make?
Oh, you're actually doing it?
Yes.
Okay. You don't have to roll the summon, but you have to roll for your guy, for
Okay.
his. You have to roll for his strength to make sure that he doesn't drop
Okay,
you.
and because of
Roll
Kodama,
for-
it gets an extra D4.
Yes, and then roll to your strength to make sure that you can.
Which also gets an extra D4 because I don't think guidance requires concentration.
I think Tensors is a concentration. So I don't know if you can have up to Kodama and the.
Kodama is a familiar, so it doesn't require con.
Yeah, but the spirit dude does.
Yeah, floating disc does not require concentration.
It doesn't? That's impressive.
Yeah, it's really strange, that spell.
Okay,
Okay.
just...
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't worry.
give
This
me
makes a lot. My
two.
plan makes a lot of sense.
Give me 2 athletics rolls, one for your guy.
Okay, so that's a 12, and that's a. What's my bonus? Don't worry, this will definitely work and not kill me. And even if it does,
What?
I have a buffer.
How much do you weigh?
Basically nothing.
Aren't you like the size of a young adult?
Yes, but I.
And made
Okay, that's
and made out and made out of stones.
I'm not made of stone.
Wait, am I still giving him guidance?
No, I can give myself guidance.
Is guiding him.
Oh, that's weird. Then that means I'm completely unnecessary for.
No, because
No.
the Kodama takes the spell slot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kodama takes a spell slot.
Yours is a cantrip, I believe, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what takes a spell slot?
His
Kodama.
guidance. Yeah, his guidance one.
Yeah, he summons a Kodama, which gives him guidance, and he can only do that with a spell slot, which
Exactly.
yours is a cantrip. It's a
Yeah,
D4
you can go
for
for
a
free.
whole spell slot, so it's
It's
kind
not very
of-
good, but I mean, I'll take it above anything else. Or that's 212, Steven, with a buffer of the 30 feet down, just in case.
And how much do you weigh?
Like, I don't know, like 120 pounds, and that's it.
Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna roll the percentile die.
My plan makes a lot of sense.
Yes, it's big brain
No.
moment. Z's just gonna take the tower, but she's a cat.
Z can much more easily get down on the
Towers.
rock thing because you're small.
Nah, we'll just take a tower because, you know, the guards aren't gonna bother with a cat.
That's true, that's true.
Yeah.
Alright, percentile dice, go.
That's a good side.
Yeah, you fall.
Okay, so I fall 30 feet. Wait, how far down do I get before I fall?
I gave you a 75% chance of hitting this, and you got
Oh, great. How far
which
down
means-
do I fall before? How far down do I get before I fall?
You got a 25. I gave you a 25 for it to barely work, and for
Oh
you
my
to
God.
slip and fall at the end. And you got
Alright.
a 20. And you got a 24.
Of course I did. Okay, so how far down does that mean I got before I fell?
You got like maybe 5, 6 feet down.
Okay, so that counts as 20 feet of fall damage then.
That's 2d6.
How much is what's that? A d6? 2d6?
Yeah, it's a d6 for every 10 feet after.
Okay, so that's only 7 damage. That's not a huge deal.
It's not too bad. That stacks up pretty fast.
Okay, and then repeat those checks to get down the rest of the way.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm gonna have to do the same thing.
You don't have
Or
to
you-
follow. You don't have to use my
or-
method. It's awful.
It is an
Or
awful
you-
method.
Or you
Okay.
could just climb down the notches or go down the tower. Like,
Okay, so that's even worse.
oh my god.
Okay, so that's way worse. Okay, so that's a 4 and an 8.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I felt
I'm in
you-
hell.
You just straight up fell, so you fell 30 feet.
Oh
you
no, what a
bounced-
shame.
You bounced off of the Tensor's floating disc and took the full 30.
Oh my
I'm fine.
god.
Yep, we're all dead.
Hey, I'm here and I'm fine.
Z just walks to the nearest tower and uses that to get down.
I want to point out that
Okay.
I still have the majority of my hit points left.
But didn't
You
you
what?
say that?
Z walked the whole 120 or so.
Yeah.
But didn't you say that the tower would still give us fall damage?
The
No,
tower
the
has
tower-
stairs.
The tower has stairs.
I was
Okay,
just
I'll
not
just take
gonna
the
fight the
tower.
guy with the gun.
I'll
You
just
just
take
have
the
to-
tower.
Yeah, you just gotta bolt past some guys with guns. Hope that your AC is good.
I took the smart decision. No.
No,
Alright,
you did
I'll
not.
just,
Sure, sir. No,
But I took
cool.
the funny one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh,
you're doing
uh,
you're taking the tower with Z?
yeah.
Okay.
Alright, Doflamingo, what's your AC?
Hold on. Just 18.
Okay. We're
18,
gonna
Jesus.
roll. Yeah, apparently he's got heavy armor. War cleric, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but
Uh,
it didn't say that thing earlier is questionable.
You're likely wearing some kind of heavy armor because, which
But
means you
shouldn't I
probably
be proficient in it?
even if you're
It
proficient.
treated it as if it were a disadvantage. That's weird.
No, you get it. You
Even
get
if
when you're
proficient,
wearing heavy
you're
armor, you get the
disadvantaged.
stealth disadvantage because it's heavy armor.
Oh, that was a stealth
Yeah,
disadvantage.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's stealth only.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to sneak in heavy armor because they cling and clack and rattle.
Oh, okay, that makes a little more sense.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
8. All right, Doflamingo, you are booking it down the wall. You reach you reach the tower, and as you're stepping into the thing, a guard, or a few of them actually, try to kind of like dogpile you. 4 of them miss. One of them collides. Give me a strength check.
Yeah, I fail.
What'd you roll?
9.
That succeeds.
What?
Wow, they are
What was the DC on
stupid.
that one?
I really should have gone the other path. I thought this would be much harder.
What was the
He-
DC on that one? 5?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a DC. It was a conflicted roll. It's like the way I like to do grapple. And he rolled an he rolled an 8 with hot modifiers.
Okay, luck decided with Yoshikage Kira.
And he has 1 whole point to his strength.
Okay,
So-
I'm gonna make an attack roll against him with my mace. No, with my maul.
And you're gonna be a wanted criminal by the end of the session. Okay.
Yeah, that's alright. He helped someone escape from the magistrate. I think he already is.
But I'm a mercenary. For the
You're still gonna be a wanted criminal after this. You just attacked.
Don't worry, I'm
that-
already
as
a wanted
are
criminal.
all mercenaries.
That's
Fair
true.
enough, I guess.
Alright. After we all get down from the wall, I am gonna have to go after that.
That's fine.
As am I.
Yeah, we ran a little long. But
Yeah,
that's fine.
a little long is an understatement.
No, we just ran an hour extra.
Okay, can I
no,
make
'cause
the
remember-
attack roll?
Yeah, and roll. Yeah, roll.
If I can make the, here we are. 13.
Whew. That does not hit.
Yeah, figures.
Z is gonna assist. She's gonna attempt to do Mind Sliver on the guard that he is trying to go after. So let me roll for that. So that's basically it. It's an intelligence save.
Yeah.
So basically, destroys spike of psychic energy into the mind of one creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on an intelligence saving throw or take 1d6 psychic damage and subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of the turn. So basically, it's a 13 save for intelligence.
And it gets a little more retarded.
That's not exactly the word I'd use for it, but yeah. So wait, what was
Mind
what's the DC?
Sliver at 13. Intelligence.
Yeah, they're done, so that works.
Sweet.
You rolled an 8.
I mean, Z figured as much that they were stupid considering its first encounter with them. So,
How much does it the guard take?
all right. So let me roll it real quick.
Yep.
Slash R 1d6.
Just gonna leave after doing a little more brain damage to this soldier.
So it's a 2 psychic damage, and then if it does a save and throw, it would have to detract 1d4. But other than that, it's just a 2 psychic damage.
Okay. So Flamingo, you are free from the grapple because you managed
Francis,
to
just say Francis.
Francis, yeah, sorry. You are free from the grapple, and he now has a psychic sharp.
He never grappled me. I could have sworn I succeeded the strength check.
No, because he went for a grapple, and he hits you, which means he landed the grapple. And then you do a strength check to see if you escape. And you succeeded.
But
He's basically saying you escaped from his grapple already before Z did the mind sliver.
Because
oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically,
now I'm gonna do a little more brain damage to him.
Okay. Go for it.
And I missed.
Keep in mind there are like 5 guards in here.
I mean, there's something else that Z can do, but there's a good chance that Francis might get hurt too.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep going down the tower.
That's fair. So you take a swipe at him and you run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Z's just following at this
Do I
point.
encounter anyone else?
No, 1 second. I'm rolling opportunity attacks.
Sweet.
And all of them are inept. Jesus Christ. Oh, no. One of them got a 17. That's +1 to an 8. They didn't hit. That's curious.
So dumb.
Y'all took swipes at you as you turned to run, and all of them missed. Because they're inept.
And during the whole time, at this point, Z does do the mind talk to Francis and says, "Fucking idiots," and then continues down the stairs,
And then
tail
I say,
held high.
Yeah, I know, right?
Alright, so you guys make it out of the tower. And...
Okay.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, stay tuned for the next one, which is going to be up next Sunday. And have a wonderful rest of your day. It's Taro. Bye.